What's good, Haps? YouTube, Facebook. I think my Twitch got logged out somehow, so I gotta get back in there. I've never looked at these clips on any other platform other than Haps, YouTube, and Facebook, so I don't even know what my feeds look like on the other ones. I guess I should go on there and check it out. I don't even know. But I do know the message is getting through. Appreciate the chat room love when I'm live. I need people to become subscribers just to the half space. Even if you're not going to be a content creator, at least subscribe so you know when I go live. And also, when you subscribe, obviously subscribing through a referral, and I'll send out a link, you get coins that you can support content creators such as myself and other people on apps. You get these free coins. That hear the audio. But yeah, he said it. He said this shit ain't gonna turn around until white people's kids start getting killed. And he said a little bit more. So I want him to say what he said via the recording. And I want to speak on that because I got more to talk about as far as what this is going on here. Because he's right. Shit ain't really gonna change around until masses and masses of white kids and white people start getting murdered out here and getting no justice for it. It's the only way it's the only way you're gonna turn this shit around. But then I want to talk about the people that they've been upholding out here, been keeping quiet since January 6th, their insurrection, and where they at now. The Patriots, the real Americans. We'll talk about that as soon as Chris says what he has to say.
What are the others? You're here, people. What are you going to do when you see these shootings? You know what you're going to do. That George Floyd. Did you hear about him? That Dante Wright. Did you hear about him? That 13-year-old Adam. You know he was a gangbanger. Why do that? Because you want to make the problem them. Takes the onus off the idea that you're wrong about policing not needing to change. Forget that police are trained to deal with non-compliance with force that is not lethal. Hey, comply or die. And you know what the answer is? You really do. You don't like it. I don't like it. It scares me. Shootings, gun laws, access to weapons. Oh, I know when they'll change. Your kids start getting killed. White people's kids start getting killed. Smoking that doobie that's actually legal probably in your state now, but they don't know what it was. And then the kid runs and it pop, 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 pop. Cop was justified. Why'd you run? Oh, we had a baseball game tonight. Oh, white kid. Oh, big family. That house over there. Those start piling up. What is going on with these police? Oh, what? Maybe we shouldn't even have police. That kind of mania, that kind of madness, that'll be you. That'll be the majority. Because it's your people. See? Now, black people start getting all guns, forming militias, protect themselves. Can't trust the deep state. Woo-hoo. You'll see a wave of change in access and accountability. We saw it in the 60s. That's when it changes. Because that's when it's you. So my job is to show you in them.
So that was actually pretty deep.
So many others.
That was actually pretty deep because I don't subscribe to CNN. I don't subscribe to Chris Cuomo, but he does say some shit sometimes that's pretty real. You know, he definitely knows he's a benefactor, or not a benefactor, a benefitter of white supremacy. He knows that white America is his benefactor. His skin color is his benefactor. He knows he's gotten things being an Italian American. So I don't subscribe to him. I don't subscribe to CNN, but I subscribe to his truth that he spoke, because that was flat out true. Shit ain't gonna change around till you get masses of people not getting justice that don't look like me. That's the only time shit changes. When shit starts happening to them. Crack era, the dope era, those criminals. Now you got the opiate era. We got to get these people some help. Black folks ain't had jobs for years, hundreds of years. Unemployment spikes for white people. We got to find some goddamn jobs around here. That's the way the shit works. They don't talk about over half of the people that broke into the Capitol building have gone through foreclosures, repossessions, lost jobs, lost wages, whatever. They don't talk about, I'm just talking about the motherfuckers that they've arrested and charged with some shit. You do the backstories on those motherfuckers. There were some angry people that broke into the Capitol. Why? Because fucked up shit is starting to happen to them. Why? Because they don't have no fucking skills. Why? Because they're just inbred pieces of shit. If they didn't live off their family's business, they did live off their family's business, and they ran it into the ground. If they were just working people, and now working just don't work no more, and I don't have no skills no more, and the old boss, he done died, and they didn't replace him with his son, so I'm out here on my ass because I never learned how to do shit, because I never had to learn how to do shit because I was white. That's who broke into the Capitol. Not rich white people. Motherfuckers with skills and talent and capabilities, they don't break into the Capitol. Motherfucking mutts who don't know how to do anything. I don't give a fuck if they work law enforcement there. That don't make you smart just because you got a badge. We've seen that. I don't care what you're connected to. And yeah, I do know there was some lawyers and possibly even some doctors in there. Politicians, absolutely. But undo their layers and see who they are as people. See who their family is as people. Lawyers, probably not second, third generation lawyers. Probably the first generation lawyer out of their family. You don't see multi-generational lawyers running to fuck up the Capitol building. They don't need to. They don't do that shit. Third generation lawyers, no, they're captains of industry. So what you got now, you got the oath seekers, keepers, snitchers, and you got the proud bitches out here. So you got oath keepers and proud boys. Now they oath snitches and proud bitches. That motherfucker got arrested and said, I'm turning on all y'all. They arrested his ass and he said, I'm turning on all y'all. Turning states. He didn't say, for a lesser charge, I give you this, I give you that. He said, I'm cooperating 100%. Yeah, cooperating 100%. You better believe it. Cooperating. What do you do with that? If you're a proud boy, if you're an oath keeper, now you done found out that one of your head oath keepers ain't keeping his oath. And if you a proud boy, you know they got info on you too. How proud are you now? And I don't give a fuck about either one of them, but the Proud Boys are already rendered useless to me. When your top three aren't even American citizens, come on, man. How proud are you? Are you proud you fled another territory and had to come to America to make your bones? Okay. The founder of that motherfucker's wife is a flaming liberal. How do they live in the same house? I mean, she is a liberal, but she's married to the founder of the Proud Boys. Okay. Like I said, you ain't got to be racist to kick it. You also ain't got to be racist to be a white supremacist. See, she can be a white supremacist liberal. I know a few of those. I know a few white supremacist liberals. Absolutely. In my line of lack of work, absolutely. There's a ton of white supremacist liberals out here. Yeah. So now he's turning. So days are numbered by most of these people out here. He's just going to start telling. He's just going to start telling on folks. They did wrong. I can't feel for you. They did wrong. They should be punished. And how they're going to be punished, I don't know. See, I don't get into all that and what they can be charged with. I just like to see something eat itself from the inside. And now that you've got an oath keeper turning into a fucking snitch, that is a monster that's eating himself from the inside. I fucking love it. What's up, fam? Frida, it tickles me. It tickles my motherfucking soul to see a snitch out of the Oath Keepers. And he's got a direct tie to the Proud Boys. Man, shit. This might be a good summer. It's already going to be a good summer, but this might be a good summer. Absolutely. This is interesting. All of these things are coming down. You notice how Joe Biden is staying totally clear of this. He soft-shoed on so much shit, but he stayed totally clear of this. Proud Boys just wasn't a Donald Trump thing. The Proud Boys was a Joe Biden problem. Stayed clear of it. The Oath Keepers was a Joe Biden problem. Stayed clear of it. I don't want to hear shit when they start to get a little victory over here. Don't come in trying to do your little pile on. We don't want to hear it. You motherfuckers ran from the Proud Boys. You ran from the Oath Keepers. I don't want to hear that shit. In your states that they were committing crimes, you should have had judges waiting for their ass. Yo, he's going to be coming before you tomorrow. Throw the fucking... We want to set a fucking standard on this bullshit. But see, they could have did that with George Zimmerman years back. They could have cut George Zimmerman's balls off and fed them to him, and we'd have been straight out here. We wouldn't have had all these motherfucking militia and police killings if they would have put George Zimmerman's ass on a skewer and rotisseried his ass at 250 degrees. But no, they let George Zimmerman walk. Barack Obama did absolutely nothing to make sure the DOJ did something. Eric, whatever the fuck his name is, the other light-skinned motherfucker, Eric, he's Barack's boys, Barack's AG. He didn't do shit. Holder, Eric Holder. Bitch asses. Didn't do a goddamn thing. Thanks, Free. What's up, Sister Shanna? Didn't do a goddamn thing for black folks. And Barack gonna get up there, Trayvon could have been my son. Whatever the fuck he said. You have no connection to that boy. You have no connection to his struggle. His family struggle. How dare you? You don't see Trayvon no way, no how, Barry. Straight bullshit. Yeah. Seeing an oath keeper basically say, you know what? The run is over. I'm snitching. I'm turning states. And I'm going to live in the witness protection program for the rest of my life. Me and my family will move to Sedona, Arizona. And I'll live a mid-level life, even though I wasn't living a mid-level life before I became a snitch. He's about to get an upgrade. He's about to live a great life now that he's a snitch. Better than he was living before he was a snitch. How is that? I mean, I can see how the gangsters and shit don't like to go into the witness protection program because their earnings just got cut like 90%. But this motherfucker's about to get an upgrade. Been a lot. You mad they took the Hawaiian shirts from us? They did take them motherfuckers, didn't they? They sure did. They can fuck up everything. But yeah, I see what's going on. It's really getting set up for possibly a mistrial or a not guilty verdict. I see it. I see it. All that fencing and barriers and shit. Yeah. I mean, I know what I've seen. I know what I've heard. Obviously, I know he did it just as everybody else does, but this shit starts getting down to technicalities and shit and who they can turn. Yeah. They said motherfucker snitched on Fred Hampton for $300. $300 is all it took. All it took. I wonder what a Derek Chauvin jury turn would cost. I mean, I guess it's going to depend on that person's economic status. Because if they don't need the money, they're already out. So who is in there with a substandard living status and who they could possibly turn? That's white. The white person that they can turn on that jury has financial problems. Brother Antoine, what's good with you? Appreciate you coming back. I appreciate everybody coming back. When we start to get consistent viewership on the half space, or it trickles over from the Facebook space or YouTube space, just be a line of people. Everybody line up, please subscribe to the Black Watch channel. I think a couple people did over the weekend. That channel's still going. The clips are going through there, but they're just coming primarily through the half space. And then they push them out. We're going to sit down. We got to sit down soon, man. I got some stuff coming up. Got some people we got lined up, and I need to do an in studio, as it were. I don't like to be moving when I have to do the side-by-sides. I like to be more into how come the United States Postal Service doesn't own their own trucks? It says leased by the United States Postal Service. Just to let you know, this is not the post office's truck. They're leasing it from us, and it's a Ryder truck. Why doesn't the post office own their own trucks? Who's that? Hey. That Dwayne from What's Happening? Yeah, they're just letting you know they don't own the motherfucker. And they even have a post office thing. They don't even have a post office emblem on the side. Like you see the post office shit on the trailer. Don't even have it. It just says leased by the Postal Service. Maybe they don't want you to know it's a postal truck driving down the street. Why would you put that on the side? I don't know. Hey, Marianne. So, yeah. But yeah, we've just seen the beginning here with the Oath Keepers, I think, though. I think this is about to get real good. Real shit. I think it's about to get good. He said he's going to turn and he's got information. It might uncover a few things, might uncover a few people who's connected to this shit politically. Oh, man, if they can run it all the way through the Trump administration and the Biden administration. Because I bet you there's connections on both sides. Absolutely. There's connections. This shit's tied up deep. Who the hell is it going to pull down? Should be interesting. So, yeah, I got to check that out. Keep my eye on that. Guess I'll go in here and listen to see why everybody mad right now. People been cussing, talking about this trials. Like, I thought it was closing argument. I thought everything was pretty much a done deal. Why is everybody mad today? They must have said something stupid again. They going in and talking about how he didn't die because of Derek Chauvin. He died because of carbon monoxide, or he died because he had a heart attack, or he died because that motherfucking race soldier. That race soldier. That's why he died. I was smoking the whole video. You didn't see me? Like, just like until like the last 5 minutes. Who is that? Says they're a Facebook user. Oh, yeah, I was smoking earlier. So it's just it's gonna be interesting. The Proud Bitches. Yeah. And I want to see if Gavin and was it Denny Terrio and the Samoan, the Tonga Kid. I wonder if they gonna come out. Superfly Snuka and Denny Terrio and Gavin. How you gonna be a white supremacist named Gavin? You gonna be a straight up race soldier named Gavin for real? Much love to you. Stand up and fight back. I don't know what platform you're coming in on. Peace and love. Appreciate you. I mean, I just want to know, as a person named Gavin, how do you think you're intimidating at all? Your name is Gavin. Fucking Gavin. Okay. I'm going to be scared of you, Gav. You should have just went with like G Money or something. Even if it was a bite, it would have been better than Gav. Or maybe just G Currency. You could have been like G Bitcoin if you wanted to keep it current. Pussy. Nice. Appreciate you. Yeah, those hashtags sometimes work. I'm not a clickbait artist. I don't do that shit, but I want to let people know what I'm talking about. So I let people know what I'm talking about with my hashtag. So I figure I do get every now and then a couple people who they might be fans of them motherfuckers. They can come on in too. They can get some of this. I have no problem with it. If they want to be with the shits, okay. I appreciate the subscribe. I appreciate the view. The digital footprint is always welcome. So that lets me know where people come in on them hashtags. See that keeps me knowing I'm heading in the right direction. See, I can't be like some of these people out here and just do clown shit. I don't want to fucking interview people. I don't want to talk about people that just anybody is going to interview or talk about. And I don't talk about the same things. I can't. Some of this shit is sucker shit. Y'all talking about shit like shit is sweet out here. Because I'm talking about repair. See, as they don't want to put this all out in the news, it's up to black media to put it out in the news. This is who you have revered as patriots. This is who is looked at as models of society. They tried to break in your Capitol building. They tried to brutalize your politicians. They tried to murder people. They did murder people. Now they're turning on themselves. These are your patriots. We can't do anything else but just show them who they are. I used to love seeing those posts right when it happened. Oh, this is not America. This is not the America I know. Yes, it is. It is the America you know. You choose not to know. You choose to turn a blind eye. But Chris Cuomo said white supremacy is going to stop when white people start getting killed. And that's going to happen. Because y'all dying out this way. Yeah, you're weakening. When you get them kids that own a family business and the family had the business for 50 years, and then they struggle to hold on to it, because the kids didn't really learn business, they just reap the benefits. Kids be getting businesses. Family had a business 100 years. And that one generation didn't really learn shit. They just benefited from shit. That's what's happening to a lot of these people. A lot of these proud bitches and oath keepers, they keeping an oath. Who they keeping an oath to? They don't even know the Pledge of Allegiance. These clown ass motherfuckers out here don't even know the Pledge of Allegiance. But they know that Klan pledge, brother. God bless America, brother. I don't believe anybody on that side. I just don't. I don't think none of them are solid. I think all of them would crack with the right pressure. They put the right pressure on the one who turned. They must have knew he knew enough to make it valid. It was like, okay, we got you this way, this way, this way, this way. What you want to do? And he was like, well, seeing that you showed me that, what do you need? Because he offered them something before they offered him something. He already offered them some information. He knows that. He knows he's viable. Now that he knows he's viable, he wants to know how viable. There you go. There you go. Yep. So it's going to be interesting. I need a quick decision. I appreciate that. Stand up and fight back. Most definitely will. I need people out here in all facets. We'll definitely connect. Appreciate you. I'm looking for a quick verdict in this Chauvin trial. The longer it goes, the worse off it could be. They go in and be like, this motherfucker's guilty. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of here. I mean, I thought the jury was sequestered. Now they say that the jury's only going to be sequestered during this time. Why weren't they off the streets already? And you let them go home for this last weekend? Yeah. They probably all got together and was like, ain't nobody trying to be out here for weeks. It's going to get this done. I'm hoping. We don't want nobody trying to overdo their job. Guilty. Let's move on. Guilty. I can be back at work by Wednesday. This all needs to just be quick. Doing days of deliberation, it's going to be bad. Just telling you. All right. That's pretty much what I got right now. Stand up, fight back. Appreciate you. Sister Free. Sister Shanna. Brother Antoine. I don't know who else ducked in here. Appreciate y'all. Some more people in the half space. Wherever you catching this, I'm glad you're catching it. I'm so sick of seeing these type of clips. Twitter enraged over black woman allegedly pranked into drinking urine. That's some stupid shit. And then they showed the one, I think the guy's girlfriend played a prank on him and they put something in his mouth and he thought it was a fucking dick. Why would you do that to somebody? Why would you do that? I mean, what are you trying to prove? That's not a funny joke to play on anybody. That's why I don't do that. I don't do all that blindfold and shit and all them little games. Appreciate you, Bronx Viking. Hello from Summers. Yes, sir. Let's be mindful out here, people. We're in the midst of a war. They just don't really announce it as that. Now you got people like the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers tearing down themselves. Hey, man, they're going to have to kick up some more dust and try to figure out some things because they're going to be running and hiding. So who else they got out here as the race soldiers that they can publicly place in between these situations? You're going to get new ones out here. You're going to get new wannabe renegades. They going to be bitches. They going to be bitches. You as well. I appreciate you. Appreciate you checking out the feed. So who they're going to get, I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's so funny. You check out a little white supremacy every now and then. Now, out of all the years, ain't nobody ever did it in country music. But, you know, the whole Straight Outta Compton thing brought out a whole genre of straight out of this and straight out of that. Now the dude that won the album of the year, I think, his album was called Straight Out of the Country. I'm like, all right. He waited a little bit. He didn't do it right on the heels of the Straight Outta Compton movie or the Straight Outta the Craze, whatever. It's been straight out of everything for the last several years now. How long has it been? Straight Outta Compton's what, 3 years old now, right? Easy. So Straight Outta Compton, everybody did Straight Outta something. Now he done did Straight Outta the Country, and he just won album of the year. Yeah. One of the best country songs, I guess, right now has CeCe Winans on it. Okay. Boy, if they don't need black folks in this country for all kinds of shit. For all kinds of shit. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't the co-host of the awards show last night, wasn't she black? I thought she was black. And she's a country singer. She's a country singer. But she's black. They downplay black people all day long. But how can you downplay that? Your co-host is black. One of the biggest songs out is black, co-black, and the album of the year is Straight Out of the Country. Just started at on his own. Didn't come from Straight Out of Compton at all. Just an original thought. Fuck out of here. However, the neighborhood in which guy like that. Okay. So she went to private school because her parents didn't want to go to public school because they didn't like black people where they were living. So she stayed in the South. So she's a country singer by nature. I get it. I don't care what you're saying, long as it's good. She ain't got to be singing R&B just because she's black. Especially with the way R&B music is out here. Sing some country music. Shit. Maybe you ain't got to take off all your fucking clothes to sing country music. That's what they want. They want a black woman to take all their clothes off and shake her ass to be able to sing now. We had singers that had their whole bodies covered. Phyllis Hyman had her whole body covered up and would sing any bitch off the stage. Anita Baker, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, shit, the Supremes, all of them, Marvelette. I mean, they dressed sexy, but they dressed classy. Now they just want you to just take off your clothes and get to shaking your ass. And you might not even have to sing. You can lip to sync the shit, and they really just want you shaking your ass. That's it. That's it. That's where we are with shit. That's it. So, be mindful, people. I just got so much on my head right now. Be mindful of what these clowns are doing out here to you. Be mindful. One love.